Alright, NXT. I'm getting angry. I'm a bit angry. Now, it's not that the show was bad. It was not. You can enjoy it. There's no problem with it. It wasn't a bad show setting up for Heatwave. Not bad. It wasn't bad. But let's make it clear. Everybody was so excited about this partnership. What did we actually just get? Legitimately just now. In the very opening of the show, you got two TNA wrestlers where one was allowed to be introduced. The other one wasn't even realized he was even in the damn ring. And the first one who was introduced, who had some of the crowd interested in him, was literally singled out heavily and thrown out the damn ring in less than 10 seconds once it started. Not counting about what happened with Ethan Page. And that was Joe Henry. Let's break this down. The number one contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship, well, TNA Championship, in Heatwave. Got a whole bunch of people in there. We had Frankie Kazarian in there, and we didn't know that halfway throughout the match because he was not introduced. Then we had Joe Henry, who was the last person to be generally introduced, which he got a chance to do his catchphrase, and subsequently after Ethan Page was attacked by Oba Mensa and was driven away, and he was not eliminated, he didn't even get a chance to start the match because he was fighting. Everyone ganged up on Joe and whooped his ass and threw his ass out the ring. And that wasn't just one person. Remember, this is a 25-man battle royal. And these 10 WWE guys whooped that ass and threw him out the ring. He could get up. He was fine. But what does that tell you? I'm just saying. What did we really get for TNA here? Now, throughout the match, it wasn't too bad. We got Frankie Kazarian there. And Frankie was mentioned as one of the OGs of TNA. But why wasn't the OG given an intro? Why wasn't he allowed to come out like Joe Henry? Even if he couldn't really do anything, at least he can walk out with his music like Joe Henry. We didn't get that. We didn't get that for the oldest wrestler that was known for the company. And for the newest wrestler whose music is so over, they had to make it like that for him. But then he is still a TNA wrestler. So we're going to have to make sure about 10 or 12 of our guys beat the living shit out of him and throw him out the ring. Now, what did we get at the end? We had Kaz, Shawn Spears, we had Dragon Lee, and we had Devon Evans, who I'm still not feeling. That he just feels blank. He feels like a regular high flyer that is not special. Eventually, we got Kaz being eliminated, and he faced off against Shawn Spears, which we have not really seen much of when he was in AEW with him, and we never saw him in TNA, so it was actually a moment where I wouldn't mind seeing Shawn fight a Frankie Kazarian, because I never got a chance to see it. I didn't see Frankie go up against Shawn Spears. Yes, he was a chairman in AEW, but we never got a chance to see a real heavy interaction between the two. Singly. We had to get it in some type of match. So it would have been interesting, but he got thrown out pretty quickly by everybody else. And then eventually it went down to Devon Evans winning. Do I believe he should have won? No. I'm telling you right now, Devon Evans is not that special. Is he a good high flyer? To a certain extent, yeah. But do he have anything else going for him? No. Except, well, I should take that back. Except one thing. He will be the next Ricochet. That's what he is. That's the reason why they did this. Because Ricochet is not re-signing. And they're going to need a replacement for Ricochet as a highlight reel. There's your new highlight reel. It will not be Dragon Lee. It will not be Nathan Frazier or Axiom. They decided, if this keeps up, unless something goes wrong with Devon Evans, it will be Devon Evans who will take the place of a Ricochet who is no longer going to work for the company right now. There you go. That's what you got, guys. Now, next match. A tag team triple threat that I don't know why. And they didn't say. If I missed it, you guys can tell me below. You guys can tell me. Did they talk about this triple threat leading to a undisputed tag team match with Alba Fire and Isla Dawn? Because I didn't hear it. You guys tell me below. Because I didn't hear them say whoever wins this will be the next number one contender for Alba Fire and Aladon's new WWE Undisputed Tag Championships. Because I don't know why they did this match. I don't know why. Why did we have a tag team triple threat and all three women at a time had to be in the ring at the same time? Like a tornado tag, but you get to tag in and out. It's not the point how good the match was. It was why. Why did we even have this match? And I didn't hear them say that the Undisputed Tag Champions would actually come to NXT and do anything. Unless I missed it, which I could have. I went to the bathroom at one point, and came back and the match was still going on. If they had said it then, please tell me below if I missed it. I wouldn't be too surprised. I might have missed it. But if they didn't say it, this match didn't really mean anything. There are no tag championships on NXT anymore. So having this 6-woman tag where it's a tornado tag for 3 teams, that leads nowhere. And you got Lola Vice and Roxanne Perez winning. Now, mind you, the ending was fine for me because seeing Roxanne Perez do a spin hit to Lola Vice's stomach and made her fall to the ground was good because of what happened with the interaction beforehand, saying that you can trust me, and Roxanne said, you can't trust anybody on this roster. And she proved it because she went and nailed Lola right straight in the stomach. She didn't nail her in the face, she nailed her right here. Just below her boobies. So I can understand that. That's cool. Now, the next match, which I'm not feeling it, but I can understand why they did it. Michin versus Kiana James for the North American Women's Championship. Let's make this clear. There's a reason why Kiana won this. And I'm not going to be like everybody else saying this is all from just black people. It's stupid. But they see something in her. Do I agree with that something? No, because if I'm going to be honest, who is a better gymnast because she's acting more like a gymnast than she is as a pro wrestler? It's Soruka. Soruka is a better looking gymnast / wrestler than Kiana Jordan is as a gymnast / wrestler. She just looks better. She's more smoother with it. And to be honest, when you watch the match yourself, it was, sloppy. Not going to tell you it wasn't because it was sloppy a bit. Well, not sloppy. I should take that back. The next women's match felt really sloppy. This match didn't feel sloppy. I'm getting confused. You know why? Because it was so choreographed. That's why it felt sloppy. It was like one move after another, after another. Kiana Jordan had to wait for Michin. Michin had to wait for Kiani. It felt so choreographed. It felt sloppy. Like someone wasn't really paying attention to what they were doing. And then when you think of Michin, she didn't win. She didn't because Miss Jada Parker, along with Out the Mud, messed up the match because we did have the OC out there. They were faced by Out the Mud, and Jada pushed Michin off the top turnbuckle. But I'm going to be honest here. They literally said what happened to Michin when she first came into WWE before it became TKO WWE. She went to the Mae Young Classic. 3 years later, she was signed. Then she left in 2020. Then she came back in 2021 or 2022. I think they said 21. And ever since she came back, I'm going to tell you one thing. She's done nothing. Mia Yim has done absolutely nothing since she came back for the second run with now TKO WWE. It is garbage. I wish she never come back. It would have been better if she went over to AEW or Impact Wrestling, which is now TNA. I would rather see her somewhere else than here because honestly, she has gained nothing. People like her. People believe in her. She shows that she has charisma. She has the ring skill. She has a good look. But they legitimately done nothing with her. They've used her to get other people over. So why in the blue hell is she there? I don't know if she can get released or make a request to be released. To be honest, she should do a Ricochet and just not resign and just leave. Because as it stands right now with the TKO WWE machine where basically you're just a cog that can just get easily replaced. Mia Yim is very unique. And to be honest, her being there is a waste of her talent. Unless she wants this. Now, understand, when it came to Chad Gable, he made his decision to stay with the company when he could have left. More power to him. But the minute he complains, he has no right to say anything. Because he could have left like Ricochet did. Because Ricochet made the decision, yes, I had great money. Yes, I met my fiancé there. Yes, it's easier, but I'm not happy. Like Dolph Ziggler had to make a request to leave WWE. He didn't resign. He was requested to leave, which he was allowed. A lot of people are not happy doing the same thing over and over again. And in this situation, I'm telling you right now, Michin should not stay. Chad Gable Chad decided to stay. Happy for him. If he's happy, if he's satisfied with his creative direction, if this is what he wants, more power to him. I'm hoping he won't start complaining in the next 6 months, because if he does, everyone is going to eat him alive saying, you stupid fuck, you should have left when you had the chance. You have no right to complain if they don't use you anymore. You had your chance. You had it, and you blew it. Wait a minute. Sorry, it was getting dim. You had it, and you blew it. That's the deal. So let's move on to Fallon Henley and Carly Bright. I'm not feeling Carly Bright, but you see I'm botching here because this match was very, very choppy. Flat out, this is the truth. It was a choppy match. At one point, you saw Carly Bright, who wanted to do a crossbody, wasn't even close to Fallon Henley. That looks good. Since she's a bad girl, she's to a certain extent improved her character and shown more range. She's not perfect though, but at least it is something better than the babyface we've been seeing for years. But when we see Carly Bright, she is not really good in the ring. She is choppy. Fallon Henley had to hold back a lot. It was not even close to what happened with Kiana Jordan and Michin. Michin and Kiana Jordan look choreographed, and that's the reason why I got these confused. Because the choreographing, where they're literally waiting for each other to do their moves, it feels choppy, sloppy. But in this situation, where they're not messing up, they're just really just waiting. And then they're going to do it. And then they're waiting. And then they're going to do it. And then they're not really doing a full run like they normally would if they knew each other well. Because when wrestlers have good chemistry, they don't run slow. They will run decently fast to make it look believable, no matter if they're female or male. I've seen it. And that match with Michin and Kiana, it was so slow. It felt choppy and sloppy when it wasn't. It was just too choreographed. And this match with Fallon Henley and Carly Bright, it was sloppy. She couldn't even jump a third of the way. It was so bad. It was bad. Even the commentators couldn't save it. Yeah, we did see her friend get laid out by Wendy Chu. I don't remember her name. I think her name is Keller? Wait, what? Keller? I can't remember the girl's name. But Wendy Chu took out a friend, Bright's friend, and now we're wondering where they're going to go with Bright. Where they're going to go with Fallon, who had a moment with JC James and Jasmine saying that she deserves more respect because Kiana Jordan said she wants to give someone opportunity, and she gave it to her friend Saruka, where everyone else is saying, what about us? We've been proven we can do it. And then we see a little bit JC James wearing the dashing Cody Rhodes mask, saying we need to do something. Falling in love with the dashing mask. Obsessed with it. So for me personally, it just, how can I say this? That entire thing didn't feel right. Now, OCs versus Chase U. Now, we know the outcome of what happened. Chase U won, even though it was a little bit of shenanigans. The question's going to be, what are they doing with Chase U now that we still got Duke, we still have Riley, now we have a where are they going to go with Ridge Holland and Chase U? What are we really getting from Ridge and Chase U? I don't know yet. I don't know how far they're going to go with him and what they're going to do. Final match. Oh, wait, almost forgot. We had the Umafemi. This is where it gets interesting. Umafemi with Wes Lee talking about getting another shot. Wes was asked for another shot, and Wes was given another shot with the understanding if he loses, he does not get another shot at the North American title as long as Umafemi is current champion. This will be it. That'll be it. Heat wave, that's it. Fine. That was an okay segment. Did it feel choppy a little bit? Yeah, a little bit. But we got a big question, though. Because during that segment, something was happening in the back. Something was happening in that area. Literally, I think someone got into a fight and got arrested. Because when you look at what happened with Eddie Thorpe, either he got arrested, someone got arrested, or someone got hurt. But you can see that when Wes was doing his bit, he was pausing because everyone noticed something was going on behind him. And that is some of the choppiness, because neither did Wes or Umafemi knew there was something going to happen. They didn't know. But they tried to make up for it. They tried to go with it, but Wes was distracted. There was no lie about that. But when he wasn't distracted, were they both good? They were fine. But the question is, what happened? We probably will hear from the wrestling sites later talking about someone getting attacked. We'll see on X, maybe someone was in a fight. And we do know that either someone got maybe hurt or someone got arrested. Because when Eddie Thorpe, who went for the Battle Royal, was interviewed, we saw someone taken away in the background, far in the back, as far back as possible. They were taken and they were taken away. So that's an interesting thing to see. Now, if it was staged because of what happened with, we don't know who they are, with Uncle Howdy on Raw, because that could be part of Raw as well. I did watch Raw. I did see all 6 of them. I don't want to do any comments now because we still don't know if they got a name, if Uncle Howdy is the one who's leading it, which it should be Bo Dallas, but we don't know. But this is just my feeling about it, but this is just me. Finally, final match. Here's the thing. Why wasn't Ethan Page and Devon Evans saved? Why? Because Ethan Page had the right to say, let me have a match and let me win, let me have a chance to get this #1 contendership. Now, maybe next week he can make an argument to Ava saying, look, I beat the #1 contender. Give me a shot at his spot today. That'll be next week. Maybe she might do that. But to be honest, with the controversy, what happened, I kind of wish they had the conversation in the back. And he says, you can't beat me. If your spot was put on blast, well, not put on blast, but if your spot was put on the table, I would take it from you. And seeing the arguments between each other, Ava would said, okay, in 1 week's time or 2 weeks' time, you both will have a match. Whoever wins gets the #1 contendership against Trick Williams at Heatwave. And I kind of wish that was there, because look what we got. We legitimately got Ethan Page beating Devon Evans. He beat him. Now, on the normal rule of thumb, normally someone would lose to the one who's now #1 contender. Or if he does win, he gains that #1 contender spot. But he beat Devon Evans, who still has the spot. And the question is, will they try and expand on it next week or not? I don't know. Now, we did get Shawn Spears coming out beating up at Devon Evans. Then you see Trick trying to protect him because he was out there. And now all 4 of them were in the center of the ring. What now? I think that's the best title I'm going to put. What now? Because we don't know what's going to happen when it comes to Devon Evans should go up against Ethan Page for his #1 contendership spot. The women that just won that triple threat tag match, are they going to get an undisputed title chance against Alba Fyre and Aladon? When it comes to the North American Championship, we already know we're getting the match. But how are they going to book Wesley in the next 2 weeks? Because Uber Femi doesn't need to do anything. It's now they got to give West something. Maybe we get a match. What now? Don't know. But this is just me. Peace.